Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I was really busy with my sellathon, and while working on the sellathon, I have been cleaning out every nook and cranny that I have from when I moved over to the back of the trailer, which I do have a video and you can see if you're curious what a crafter's space, a full-time crafter, what the space looks like in a trailer. I have a couple of different iterations of my craft space, and the place where I have just recently moved is by far the biggest space I have had in 6 years. So, and the reason why I'm having my sale is that I started with the philosophy of I get to keep some things forever, so I would buy a few things that I knew I would want to keep, and then the rest that I bought were for making videos of, and then I would sell them. And every summer when I would go home, I would sell to family and friends. This year, we're here in Florida. We're not going home. And I finally decided to take the plunge because I have got too many things in my keep forevers. So what I have done for the first time, and again, this is my 6th year traveling, I pulled absolutely everything out. And I will tell you on this list, I've now listed for sale on a group that I will publish the link to it on Facebook, so you have to apply and follow the rules there, and I like the rules that they have, work really well for me. And I have a list in Excel. Someday I might share this. I actually initially got the list from my upline Libby. She is pretty good with spreadsheets, and then I took the list and I superized it, and it now has a whole bunch of automatic color coding, moving things around, tallies and totals and all sorts of things, because I really like my spreadsheets. So I have 284 total items, and of the 284, I've sold 97, and I have 183 left to sell. I have a tally of each of my different categories, that I have 4 different groups of stamps that I split them up alphabetically, just going through the alphabet. And then I have 1 lot for bundles, embossing folders, dies. I have yet to list my holiday selection of items. I have those all sitting there waiting for photography, and I will give 1 pass. I only get to sell for 2 more weeks. All of this is time boxed. I started selling on 6/21, and I have to be finished by 7/14, so I can get, I'm just literally going to turn off all of the listings, and whatever has sold is what gets sold. And then I will pack everything back up and will save it for next year. And the next time I'm in a place for longer than 2 to 3 weeks, I will have another sale, probably on the same group. There are people who sell in multiple groups all at the same time, and I just don't know that I need to do that. It's a lot of work to keep everything up, and then you have to remove, if you want to keep your listing current, you have to remove the stuff that's been sold. So I'm trying to keep it pretty simple. But the reason for being here today is actually because I made some cards with my mom using a set that she had bought from me. And from working on these cards, I put them in a slim stamp case. I did not label it. That was probably my big problem, not labeling it. And then I bought the stamp set. So I'm going to show it to you. So this is sort of a saying goodbye, but I do want to show you that there are some really good things to be found. I pulled this out of my sale stash. So this is listed for sale right now. So we're pretty close. I am going to move the camera up. All right, so the set is called Enjoy the Moment. And as a kid, my mom always had the dried seed type flower arrangements, like in a big vase on the floor by the fireplace, that kind of thing. So this totally is her. And I did buy it, and it is for sale. And if you look these are the things that happens. You know, you go, you get really excited, you see some really cool stuff, or you make some really cool stuff, and then you go, oh my goodness, I must have this. So this I bought to be in my forever stash, and it is virgin uninked. Look at that. So, you know, as a traveler, I have to be careful of my space, and even I find that every year, this is why I have to purge every year. So this just retired. It is from last year. So I think I even got this, let's see, I left my mom's on 6/18. So I had to have worked on these projects that I will share with you right before then. Probably April, May, I was working with my mom. I think I went and crafted with her. We stay in her field down with her horses. And so she is literally a 1-minute walk up the street, up the hill, to her house. So we crafted a lot. So I bought this somewhere in the fall. There's always a stamp sale in the fall, and I bet you I picked this up during a stamp sale. So it is for sale. If you go online, and you'll see that it is on, my listings are all under my name. And I want to share with you all of the fun things I did. Now, some of these aren't finished, and now that I have found them, I will be finishing them to put them in my completed card stash. So I was playing here with this white heat embossed torn element, and here I did some simple stamping, then I layered it, and then I did actually take a doubled up, I can see that I added foam along the bottom, so this is like a popped up element, and this would go on a card base. It has the little tiny gold metallic dots, and it does not have any trim. I could probably add some trim, so I might add a little trim to this one. This one I really like. So I took some, if you look, this is a textured, this is like the textiles. It also just recently, and this actually, I have a place where this is supposed to go. I do not know how. So here's another torn. I've got white now and gold being torn. Okay, so this is recently retired. It was current last year, and then I took these stamped images and did gold heat embossed, and then I made a strip, did Enjoy the Moment, took one of the, I call these helicopter seeds. I don't know what they really are, but that's what we've always called them as kids. And I see that I have some light tone tan in there, so I might have colored them. And the stamp might have, just might have I see some texture in there, but I think I took a little really quick crumb cake to it. Then I did one that was in the heat embossed gold, and then I fussy cut it out. This does not come with any die cuts, so this project and this project were all fussy cut, and I am not the best fussy cutter, but I did it. So that's what this one is, and then this is the gilded silver and gold combo pack. It's called Simply Elegant. And then I took some, I might have just had some twine laying around, and I unraveled it and tied the gold in a knot around it, and then again used the little tiny gold metallic dots. So very cute. And then this one, that's what this is for. I don't really know how it ended up not being on. So I very carefully did the vellum so that you can see the happy birthday. I have sponged the brown. This was probably sponged with soft suede around the happy birthday and around the white, and then I add the gold along the top. I have some linen wrapped around. I've roughed up the edges and torn the vellum, and then here's where I was looking at it, and I think when I found this, I'm like, oh, I remember now. So I was going to add a tiny border of gold foil, and then this white will be the card base. So I will finish that, and then this will be 3 wonderfully finished projects to add to my stash. And then this fourth one, I will probably have to find something to do with this one. And of course, now that I want to sell my Enjoy the Moment, and it's uninked, I won't be able to ink it, so I'll probably find some other sentiment. This might make a really nice thank you. I'm always in need of thank you cards and birthday cards, and I could see thank you over here and layered up somehow with a really interesting background. And that's all I've got for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about these projects, the Enjoy the Moment stamp set, the Sellathon, or anything else, you can leave them here on my video or over on my blog. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.